Your voice matters. You especially get put into group environments, work dynamics, because other people have gotten accustomed to toxicity. Other people don't want to seem like a problem. Other people have issues setting the record straight. You don't care. You don't care about like alliances or who's in charge or being seen in a certain way. You speak the truth, and your truth is so powerful with this lightning bolt that it actually creates changes. You're somebody who's very solid. And you go into environments, like at first you just observe and you see what the dynamics are, and you're patient and you keep a distance from people. Other people are trying to get close to the boss, the supervisor, the person in charge. Other people care about like prestige and being seen in a highlight, and they don't want to rock the boat. You're not like that. You don't care. Matter of fact, a lot of people don't want to hear what you have to say, even though they know that it's truth. Your announcements are very potent. Like every time you open your mouth, it brings some sort of change. And especially in environments where there's like over controlling situations, where there's bullying, where there's favoritism, where there's just like not an equal give and take. You go in there and you show people exactly how it's supposed to be done. And let me tell you, it is not an easy job. Yes, it fucking sucks. It sucks being put in a position where you have to seem like the bad guy, where you have to seem like the one who's causing issues and problems when everybody is just comfortable in toxicity. It is a struggle. But you being the resilient person that you are, you know how it is. Like, you have to address things in order for them to grow and change. Other people are just comfortable with like unfair dynamics and favoritism and situations that go on, especially when you're in an environment when there's a boss who is not a proper leader, when there's a boss who's like in their ego, who has like narcissistic tendencies. I feel like that's what irks you the most. So yes, you are gonna set the record straight. Yes, you're gonna tell people exactly where they have you messed up at. Yes, you're gonna let them know those choices that you're making are bad choices and they are negatively affecting people around you. You speak up for those that don't even have a voice. You speak up for those that feel like, okay, if I speak up, I'm gonna get retaliated against. I'm gonna get pushed away. There's gonna be some form of repercussions. You don't care about no repercussions. I said what the F I said. That's literally your energy. Like, you will double down on exactly what it is that you see, the evidence that's being approached, and you will let people know exactly where they have you messed up at. You don't care if it's the manager, supervisor, CEO, if it's somebody who's famous. You do not care about status. You're not like other people. You came into the mix. God uses you as a vessel. That everything that you say, yes, it may ruffle feathers. Yes, it makes people uncomfortable, but it is the ultimate truth. Because a lot of people want to live in like disillusion and disarray and not see things exactly for what it is. You know what? A lot of people would thank you if they could. Thank you for saying something. Thank you for standing up for me. Thank you for like letting it know that whatever's going on is not okay. Trust me, people don't want to hear it. They want to ignore you so bad, but they can't. Your words are like etched in their brain, playing over and over and over again like a recording tape. Why? That's how potent your words are. Your words aren't just words, it's energy that you carry. It's like, yes, I see what's happening is not right, and I'm not gonna sit here and just take it like everybody else. This is what makes you crowned. Because you are very resilient. Because you stand strong on your own, even if it comes with the cost of being isolated, of being pushed away. In the end, everybody sees you were right all along. Matter of fact, if people are true leaders, they will take your advice into account and see, okay, maybe, yeah, I could do this differently. Maybe I have been unfair. But if you're dealing with narcissistic people, they're going to double down on their bad behavior. Matter of fact, they're going to try to burn the evidence. Like, no, you didn't see that correctly. Or no, you misunderstood what I was saying. Or no, they're okay with... No, people are not okay with this. Other people are way too emotional in their emotional body. You're way more logical with evidence, and that's what keeps you detached. That's what keeps you able to be balanced in a way. So sometimes you get placed into environments that need to be stopped, that need to be shifted and shaken up. Because whatever's been going on, it is not okay. And you see it. You get purposely put into those environments. And yes, healing, it does feel like garbage sometimes before it feels like growth. It feels like shit initially. Like sometimes you make people feel like And I know it's not on purpose, but you just kind of make them feel bad, and they need to feel bad because obviously they're making bad choices that are affecting other people and not considering how it creates an unstable work environment, a group environment. So when you come along, teamwork actually happens, fairness, equality. Things are much smoother sailing because you're going to address the elephant in the room. You don't care who's famous, who is rich, who is what or what. You look at everybody in the same playing field. You bleed just like I can. And everybody else is scared to tell you the truth. Oh, guess what? I'm not. That's literally your vibe.